$150? Eating out is getting way too expensive. Cass and I went to a restaurant the other day. We got an entree apiece, an appetizer that we shared, in one glass of wine. It was $150 with tip. I don't know about you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I'm sick of the food tasting like it's microwaved, and I'm also sick of bad drinks. You know how many times I've gotten a bad drink that I'm like, I'm just going to eat this. The food quality's not good, the service is trash, and the drinks aren't good, but I'm still paying top-notch prices. I remember back in my day, when you went out to eat and you ordered a $25 plate of food, it was worth $25. I feel like just American dining is just dying.
The culture of going out to eat in America is getting absolutely destroyed. Yeah. You used to be able to go out to eat, get a drink, get an appetizer, get a meal, maybe get a dessert, $22. Those days are dead. I live in LA. My restaurant's in Los Angeles. If you want to go out to eat with a friend and grab lunch, you're spending 60, maybe $70. You throw a mocktail, cocktail in there, you're at $100. You're already done. You have families of 4, families of 5 that want to go out to eat, and the minimum they spend is $150, $160 to feed their family of 4. Service is down. Portions are down. Quality is down. Everything is down. Prices are up. People are aggravated. People are sick of it, and I understand that. McDonald's, Denny's, IHOP, your go-to fast casual QSR spaces that were...
Even they are expensive. Like, I pulled up to McDonald's a few weeks ago because, Cass and I are feeling a little, we were feeling a little big back. Big back, big back. A Big Mac meal price, I remember when it was like $3 and a pack of gum. Now it's between $9 and $12 for a Big Mac meal. You're telling me if I just want to go be a Big Mac,
you really are a fat bastard.
I gotta pay $10 to $12 for a burger that's full of just processed crap and fried. Like, come on, dude.
Great for budget-friendly meals are smoked. You're spending $40 at Denny's now. I want nothing more than reduce my prices, but I can't when my trash goes up $500 in a year, my property taxes, my unsecured property taxes, the POS system fees go up, vendor prices go up, food prices go up, they're charging me for gas now, like, it's getting bonkers. I went to dinner the other night, and they served me like 3 ounces of pasta for $54. I said, are you guys out of your mind? You don't even make the pasta here. Like, you're buying the pasta fresh and making it, and it's tomato sauce, you're charging $54. DoorDash, Uber Eats, don't even get me started on DoorDash and Uber Eats. That's a scam in itself. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I get so sick of those fees. You're telling me it was like it's $4 in taxes, $5 in delivery, and then you still ask me for a tip? The audacity.
My restaurant, we keep the portions big, the quality extremely high. We try our best, we do our best, but we have to bend to the world around us, essentially.
Another person says, is it just me or is anyone else disappointed when they eat out? Way overpriced and the food isn't good. Someone commented, it feels like they're just putting frozen food together and serving it on a plate. We could do that at home.
Facts.
And actually that is what most restaurants are doing. We're going to get into that a little bit later in the video, but that's essentially why all restaurants taste the same now. Eating out is always disappointing. Everything is low quality, smaller portions, and too expensive now.
Dude, I agree. Like, you go to a restaurant now and you can't even get full, bruh. Cass and I went to a restaurant the other day. We ate, and we weren't even full. We had to go by somewhere else to get more food. Maybe it's because I'm a big back. I don't know. Big back, big back. But we left, and we weren't even satiated. It was sad. It really was.
Anyway, I just went through McDonald's to get a Diet Coke. And I was on the phone with my husband while I was ordering, and he's like, wait, you're at McDonald's? Get a Filet-O-Fish sandwich. He's like, get me 2. It's Friday.
Okay, Chad, I'm going to keep it a thou wow. If you've never had the Filet-O-Fish, you should definitely try it. I'm just saying, I didn't believe it until I tried it, and I was like, okay, it's not bad. What's your go-to McDonald's order? And I know you have one. I can feel your back permeating. Sorry, wrong one. I can feel your back permeating to the screen. I know you have your go-to McDonald's order. What is it? Huh? Tell me. I want to know. I want to see where your go-to McDonald's order is to see how large your back actually is.
At McDonald's, we're like, great, I'll just eat that for lunch and then we'll make something else for dinner. So whatever, I order 3 Filet-O-Fishes in a separate order because she wouldn't let me add it on to my Diet Coke order. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. It pissed me off.
Stupid.
Pull around, order 3 Filet-O-Fishes, not the meal, just the sandwich. She clarified. She said, the sandwich or the meal? And I said, just the sandwich. And she said, 3 of them? I said, yes. Tell me why it was $17 for 3 Filet-O-Fishes.
Dude, and those Filet-O-Fish patties are that big around. They're literally 2 bites.
On Friday, during Lent, at McDonald's. I'm not crazy. I sat there and blinked my eyes, and then I just pulled away because I was so angry, which probably was rude, but like, $17 for 3 Filet-O-Fishes at McDonald's? Are you kidding me?
Someone commented, they used to always be 2 for $4 during Lent. Don't even get me started on their hash brown prices.
Bro, and that's what I don't get with these fast food places. It's like, it's not even real food. Like, let's be honest, chat. The fast food is not real food. This is garbage, dog water, processed, sand. You know, it's not real food. And you're charging that much for it?
Not eat at chain sit-down restaurants anymore. Like Olive Garden or Chili's. Like
Bro, don't even get me started with Olive Jardin. Olive Jardin is all microwaved. Dude, I challenge you guys to go to Olive Jardin one day and just see how quick the food comes out and how piping hot it is. Bro, you gotta know something's fishy when you get something that's fried, that's piping hot, that you're like, how did this come out so fast? And it's hot. Like, everything's there. Everything there is microwaved. Chef Mike is the main cook at Olive Jardin. Same thing at Red Lobo, though. But Chad, are you team Olive Garden or Red Lobster? You know, I love me some Red Lobo. I'm more of a seafood guy myself because I see food and I eat it.
Gotcha, bitch.
To love them. I worked at Chili's, love the food.
Hey, let me stop you there. You talking about food, my back starts, wiggling because I like it. Chili's, that triple dipper, smacks. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could slap the taste out of my mouth, and I'd still love to eat a Chili's triple dipper.
But lately, it's like really freaking me out. Like every time I eat it, it doesn't feel like real food. Like it feels like it was made in a lab, which it probably was in some like really nice test kitchen and everything. But like I know it's like prepackaged and comes in frozen, blah blah blah. But I could get past that before. And now it's just different. It feels like, I don't know, like dystopian slop, like presented as a nice meal. I don't know if
and it's expensive.
My tastes are just changing or what, but this is like a recent thing. I used to think like Texas Roadhouse was the pinnacle of dining. And now when I have a steak from them and it tastes the same every time and it cuts the same every time and it's like perfect, I'm like, is there fucking like wood filler in this? Like what did they do to this steak? Doesn't seem right at all.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think Texas Roadhouse ain't bad. It's okay. Like when you're like a young guy and you want to take a girl out, Texas Roadhouse is a good option. I don't think it's very good, but you can at least go get a steak that's cooked moderately well. Why all restaurants taste the same now?
Restaurant owner, especially in a rural area, you might just have one or two distributors to choose from. There's a good chance one of them is a company called Cisco.
The innovation of Cisco was that it was the first national company.
I did a whole episode about this. I'll tag it at the end.
To essentially offer everything a restaurant needs.
Back in the day, someone like Ellen might have one distributor for butter and another for eggs. But Cisco is what's called a broadliner, supplying
everything from paper products to meat and produce.
Cisco was a merger of 9 different wholesale restaurant distributors.
Cisco essentially has a monopoly on everything when it comes to dining, restaurants. So they've got a monopoly on all of it. So now they have a monopoly on the food. They have a monopoly on the paper plates, the utensils, everything that is encompassed in a restaurant. Cisco does it. And that's the scary part, because now they have a monopoly on it and then they can do whatever they want with the pricing.
That like all appetizers are just from Cisco. I've worked in probably 15 different restaurants and I've seen the same boxes at every one of them. Different states, doesn't matter. It doesn't explicitly say on the menu, like, cheese from this farm, greens from this farm, from this place. If it's not being advertised that it's local, it's probably from Gordon Foods, Cisco, Chef's Warehouse, Restaurant Depot, one of the things. Not just fried apps, which are definitely the most common things that are bought through Cisco, but desserts, because they don't want to pay for a pastry chef, breads, because they don't want to pay for a baker. Also, a lot of soups, sauces, ranch bases, pretty much anything that they can cheap out on, they will cheap out on. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It would be nice if restaurants had all this kind of money to spend on local farms and support their local economy. And, we all eat really great food from these local farms, but a good chef knows how to take cheap ingredients, turn them into something good, or you can use the cheap ingredients and highlight something better, save your money in certain places in order to buy.
I think the big problem is like these chefs, they want to have their own places. They'd love to have their own brick and mortar spot. They would appreciate that, and I would love for that too. I love going to eat local, and in my opinion, in chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree, eating local to me tastes better. I mean, it's as close as eating at home as possible. Some of the best food we have here in Abilene is Tex-Mex, and then some of those small mom and pop shops. The only problem is Abilene's a small town, so they're only open from like 11 to 2. So if you don't want to go eat from 11 to 2, you're kind of cooked, literally and figuratively. But I would love to support local more, but the problem is they have to pay for these spots to be in, and they're expensive. They're jacking up the rent, they're jacking up the taxes, and then a lot of these buildings are triple net leases. The reason I know this is because I worked for multiple companies that dealt with real estate, but basically a triple net lease is the person that lives, or the person that operates that space, let's say the Skyline Chili, Skyline Chili. Whoever's the owner of Skyline Chili who rents that probably doesn't own the building. Whoever owns the building rents that to the person that owns Skyline Chili, right? Which, Skyline Chili, what an odd name. Anyways, you smell what I'm stepping in. The people that rent the spot, they are in charge of the water, the electricity, the AC. So if anything goes out, that comes out of their dime. The person that owns the building, they're like, it's whatever. It's different when you rent a home. When you rent a home, like, sometimes, depending on the lease agreement, you may be in charge of all that. But a lot of times, if the water breaks or a pipe bursts, the owner covers that. It's just like when you live in an apartment. Something's wrong, I'm ringing up the apartment manager, I'm ringing up whoever the maintenance guy is, he's going to come take care of it. That's kind of that idea. But this is expensive because people that rent these commercial spaces are pretty much responsible for all of this. So not only are they responsible for getting all their food, getting all their distributors, getting their own employees, paying for the rent, but then they got to pay for the air, the electricity, the gas, the water, so it really starts to stack up, and these people can't compete with these other businesses that have big budgets.
Hello. May I get
Oh, she didn't even say hi. Call this the Gen Z stare. This is the Gen Z stare. Like, you don't get greeted, nobody says hey, and they just look at you.
Hello. May I get a small 4-way with onions?
Anything else?
Just switch point between a coney dog and a chili dog, or the chili sandwich.
Hot dog.
Hot dog. Could I get the coney dog? And
Chili cheese, onion, mustard.
yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
That's all.
10.50.
Hey, 10 out of 10 on the customer service there.
Actually, could I get a drink? I'm sorry, could I get a Coke? I'm sorry about that.
I don't know about you guys. I see this Gen Z stare a lot because they're the ones that are the waiters and the waitresses and the hostess, and there's so many times where they could care less that you're even there.
My food was for here. Thanks.
You ordered them for here? She's like, to go. Didn't listen at all. Hey, chat, how many of you guys have had that happen to you? You order something for here and they give it to you to go.
You're like, what do you want? She's like, put my stuff to go. She didn't even ask if I want to eat here. And they're getting table service. Oh, that's wonderful. How come my food was packed to go? I never said my food was to go.
I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not the type to complain to another employee about that. I would go talk to her directly. Bro, I'm sorry, but going to a restaurant to get a glizzy is crazy work, bro. You went to a restaurant. You drove to a restaurant to get a glizzy with cheese on it. Boy, you better stop it. Oh, with the dookie sauce on the... brother, what are you eating? What is that? Is that chili on noodles? Brother, no.
There's nothing special about this. It's
yeah, like, that looks nasty, bro.
It's just roast spaghetti. Rolled spaghetti and canned chili. There's like watery at the bottom. Oh, this is like a 2 out of 10. You know what?
Bro, I couldn't even finish that. That looks so gross. You can judge me for just leaving, but I had paid and tipped. The food was not good, and I felt extremely disrespected.
But I just...
But I feel like a lot of people have gone through this. Chad, have you gone through this? Like when you want to go through a place really quick and you're like, oh, I'm in a hurry. We've had to do this now that we have baby Nichs. Like, oh, I'm in a hurry. I got to be quick. You know, like I don't have time to sit here and sit down at a restaurant. But to do this happens. That, sir, would be the Gen Z stare in 4K. Front end worker, no personality, never go to Skyline Chili. Got it. Never go in there. She could have easily said, follow me to this other registrar so I'm going to ring you up. The other one is off or whatever. That was so weird, but I'm seeing this kind of stuff more and more. They don't care, dude. Gen Z doesn't care. Some do, but a lot don't. I would have left as soon as her attitude started. She didn't even speak back when you spoke to her. That's it. Service industry is rough. Even when I was having a bad day, you could have said, I'll take you over here at least. Yeah, that's crazy. This happens to a lot of people, though. It's happened to me. I know it's probably happened to y'all, chat. Oh, my God. What is this? What is this? Ew. This kitchen is nasty, bro. Sorry, chat. I'll run it back a little bit, Turbo. Ugh, just food everywhere. This is nasty. And then they're going to charge you $30 a plate. Just chicken sitting out. It's not even refrigerated. Oh, my God. What is that? What is that?
The person who posted this video said the most disgusting kitchen ever. KMJ Diner is supposed to be a new restaurant, so why is the kitchen looking?
Yeah, bro. That makes Gordon Ramsay want to crawl out of his freaking skin right there. That's bad. That's really, really bad. that's atrociously bad. Let's pull this over here. Wow.
Why I don't do restaurants. For one, I like home cooked meals, so I'd rather cook at home. But on a deeper level, I used to work as a waitress at Applebee's, and I have friends that have worked at different restaurants, close friends, and we have very deep conversations about our experiences at these restaurants. These restaurants are very nasty. Like, I don't even know how some of them are passing their health board inspections, whatever. I don't know how there's an A or a B on the front of these restaurants because they're very nasty. I'm going to give you a few experiences that I've had as a waitress. So, you know the little drink machine with the little, push the drink against it and the soda comes out and the juice comes out and then there's like an ice thing at the bottom of the ice bucket? Let me tell you, I've seen waitresses sneeze all in the ice bucket and then scoop up some ice and serve y'all. Y'all know the window where like the food gets put out when it's done by the cooks? Like they put the food out on the thing and it's like heated. I've seen roaches crawling clean across that plenty of times. I've seen cooks that work in the cooking part, because the cooks can work in different areas. They could be assigned to like cut the vegetables up and put them in the freezer and stuff, and then there's ones who are assigned to work on the stove. I've seen some of the cooks that literally talk over the food while they're cooking, and they talk and they spit when they talk, and they know they spit when they talk. So, and I mean people that are really nasty, like they spit when they talk.
Bro, if y'all haven't seen the movie Waiting with Ryan Reynolds, I feel like that's what it's really like sometimes.
Some of them be sweating so bad that sweat is dripping on the stove on your food. I've seen some people that work near the food that don't wash their hands as often as they should. I've seen somebody drop fries on the floor and pick it up and put it back on the plate just for the simple fact that they didn't want to disappoint the customer by taking longer to bring their food, because it takes more time to, recook the food now that you've dropped it. So I've seen people pick it up off the floor and put it back on a plate. But I'm just a messenger. This is Applebee's I'm talking about, right? So imagine what's going on in the fast food restaurants. Imagine what's going on in your little Red Lobster, your Carrabba's, your Olive Garden.
Well, I don't know about you guys, chat. Put one in the chat if you like this. Any place that I go to eat, I immediately sprint to the Google reviews. I'm trying to see really what's going on. You know what I mean? And if it's below a 4.5, I'm like, nah, let's just not go. Unless it's like a guilty pleasure, something like that. But if it's a low, bro, I do not go. If it's low, I do not go. Shipping and I should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt.
Who used to really value going out to dinner. And I would actually budget a lot of money every single month for going out to restaurants. That was a big part of my social life and how I got together with a lot of my girlfriends. And now I would say that I've eaten out at restaurants maybe 5 times in the last 6 to 8 months, literally since the summer, for all of the reasons that he mentions in this video. A few months ago, I went out to dinner with one of my friends. This was early December, and we got pizza and wine and salad. And so we're sitting at this restaurant at this little teeny tiny table sandwiched between 2 other groups of people. So we have barely any space. The table's not even big enough to fit everything that we ordered. We got a glass of wine each. We got 2 individual sized pizzas, and mind you, neither of us eat meat. I ordered the vegan pizza, which didn't have any cheese. It was literally just a pizza with eggplant and sauce. And she ordered.
Dude, you got a vegan pizza, dude.
Stupid.
Dude, I will never understand these vegan people complaining about the food that they get when they go to restaurants. Go to a vegan spot, dude. Sit next to a rabbit farm and eat what they're eating, dude. Come on. It was just literally just a sauce with that. What are y'all? Well, you don't eat cheese. You don't eat meat. And you know what a pizza typically is? Sauce, cheese, and meat. Come on, dude. 3 brain cells fighting for second place. Come on.
Ordered like just a white pizza, no meat. So 2 of the least expensive pizzas on the menu. And we split a kale salad. And we each paid $80.
Chad, if you've ever had a kale salad, it is the most flavorless crap ever.
The waiter came over with the bill and I was like, what did we order? And like, the food was good, but $80 for pizza, wine, and salad is ridiculous.
I
agree.
agree.
That seems to be the norm. Like if you're going out to dinner and you want to have a drink, you want to get an app, you want to order just a regular meal, if you get out of there under $80, it feels like a steal.
Yeah.
I just can think of like 100 million other things that I would rather spend that $80 on that actually add value to my life. And for going out to eat, I would rather just invite my friends over to my house and cook for them. I could literally cook a meal for 5 people for less than $80. I don't even spend $80 a week on a full week of groceries. I don't know. The price is insane. The service is bad. The vibes are off. I clearly am not the only one feeling this way, but I'm curious how you're feeling too about the rest.
Right, no, I 100% agree. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. And it's sad because I've gone to other countries. Like I've flown to Mexico last year. Or no, it was the year before last when Cass wasn't pregnant. But we went and like, when you go to a resort like that, number one, I know it's a resort. And so I know they care a lot. But like on the flight there, we have a connecting flight. I think it was like in Miami or something like that. Or maybe that was a different trip. Either way. The TSA people in the United States are the most ungrateful, mean, and they will just ignore you blatantly. You'll ask them a question, they'll look at you and be like, I'm on break, and then just walk away from you. But you go to Mexico, they're like, hi, how are you doing, sir? Like, they're so appreciative. All the wait staff is very friendly. And I'm like, we supposedly live in the greatest country ever, but yet the people that live here and work here are just so ungrateful. It's so weird to me. It's so weird to me. Like, people are just so unhappy about everything. But then there's people that are willing to risk their lives to be here. It's like, bruh, I'll never understand people being mad. Like I had an experience at TSA when I was at the airport years ago. This was years ago. But I go there and the TSA people are so rude. I just couldn't fathom to understand how you could show up to a place, apply for a job, interview for the job, get the job, show up at this job, and just be madder than a hornet's nest that you got to work. It's like, bro, you did like 4 steps to get here and now you're mad. If you don't like it, quit. If you don't like working at the airport, please quit. The worst airport I've ever been to, chat, let me know the worst airport you've ever been to, was, I think it was JFK in Newark. Dude, it was terrible. It was horrible. The staff was atrocious. Oh, what is she saying?
And you honestly prioritize eating at home, you realize that these restaurants are really not that good. And just knowing what I know about how they use so much butter, so much oil, so much salt, just how calorie dense these foods are, I just know I can make it 10 times better at home and 10 times healthier. I'd rather go to the grocery store and splurge on like ingredients and to splurge on an experience that I feel like I can do better at home. So now I just eat at home. I go out for special occasions here and there, but it's really not worth it to me.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Bro, I went to a nice steakhouse. There's a really nice steakhouse here in Abilene called Beehive. And it's solid. Usually at dinner time, it's good. We went during like a lunchtime, and dude, it was so bad. I got like a New York strip, one of the worst. It was gray when it came out. I asked for it medium rare. It was overcooked. The vegetables were garbage. Like everything was so bad. I was like, how is this even a thing? Like, and then I'm sitting here, I'm expected to pay, you know, $50-$60 for this steak that is garbaggio. I couldn't believe it. Drinking soda through a piece of licorice. Oh my God.
You really are a fat bastard.
Now, Brittany's size is preventing us from doing everything we want to do. I'm missing out on taking my wife out for dinner, taking my wife on a date.
Buddy, you take her out to dinner, you buying the whole restaurant, brother. You gonna be broke.
Our date nights are in-house.
Me and my husband live very...
She did not just stick a Twizzler in there. Boy!
Big bag.
Separate, different lives. I've never...
Oh my God!
Finish her!
Knees are on life support.
Shots fired!
Back is on life support. Your knees are just sitting there saying, please help. God.
Never been able to be affectionate with him. We're intimate in ways that we can be, but actual physical...
You're a liar!
how you intimate with a build like that? You're built like Snorlax.
Intercourse we've never had.
Wait, run that back, Turbo.
Physical intercourse we've never had.
You've never had shaboing boing? Not once? He's putting up with all this and never even got to get his salami wet? That's crazy.
As a married man,
she's sweating just sitting there, boy. God. The gluttony, dude. The greed.
I do wish there was more intimacy, but that's an impossibility.
All I've ever wanted to be is a housewife and a mommy. And with me being this size, it's physically impossible.
For having children, time is running short.
Having kids? Brother, she can barely even catch her breath. Not having kids. A doctor would be like, you need to lose like 400 pounds.
Brittany's body and joints are deteriorating. She is getting to the point where she's pretty much housebound. The next progression is bedbound, where she's unable to take care of herself at all.
What I don't get though, with the people this big, man, this 600-pound life, all this stuff, it's like somebody's got to be her enabler, and you're feeding her, dude. Like you must not care that much because you're sitting there cooking the stuff, feeding her cookies all the time. Look, you want a jerk? Let's see what we got here. Ooh, what's up? I did not say free. Loki, free. Sit. Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Do y'all like his little scarf? Go to your place. He got a bath this morning at PetSmart. Went up there and freaking 2 dogs were about fighting. All right, I saw this clip and I was like, I gotta cover this. The average body count in college.
What is the average body count on campus? 30. 30? Actually?
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't that high?
You think that's high?
30?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
You don't think that's high?
No. 55.
55?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No.
That's a lot.
Santa Barbara has to be freaking high. I could take a guess. I'd probably say like 50.
50? God. What is that the norm here, bro?
It's Santa Barbara. Come on.
The body count's 50.
Average? Depends who you're talking to.
Well, we're talking to you, so what's the average?
50, 50s.
50.
She's the village bicycle. Everyone gets a ride.
50.
Probably like 56.
56?
These girls are straight exposing themselves.
Genuinely 56? Are you joking?
The average? Maybe like 30.
30?
God.
Yikes. Probably like
50?
Yeah.
That's just the norm around here.
I think.
Follow Cruz.
Bro, 50 bodies, bro? 50 bodies? Body count looking like Jeffrey Dahmer's backyard. John Wayne Gacy's basement. Good Lord. What is that? What is that? Oh my God. That's so many bodies, dude. So many bodies. Insane to me. It's hard to believe that women are bucking that many dudes by the time they're in college. That's why I'm like, college to me was a buck fest. That's really what it was. I went to just have fun. Did I go to learn a little bit? Yeah. I went to get my pickle tickled, you know?
I actually need a man.
Telling you, these women in their 30s, man, they're starting to admit it. They're realizing that the walls are closing in. I saw this clip. Actually, you know what? We'll cover it. This is not parody. This is the actual Philadelphia County Sheriff. Is it possible to coexist with someone like this?
Good afternoon. I'm Rochelle Bilal, the sheriff for the city and county of Philadelphia. And I say her name, Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made up ICE, probably trumps a new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. None. those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crime. Thank God for our district attorney, Larry Kraftner, who said he's going to lock them up. And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away for them to hide you. None of that here. None of that here. Law enforcement professionals.
Can you even run a mile?
Shots fired! Do not shoot at moving vehicles. I'm not saying fleeing, because she wasn't fleeing. She was getting out of the way. Law enforcement professionals do not stand in front of moving vehicles invoking an action that is illegal. No, we don't. And so we stand here today with all those who stand against the...
This is about the video. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a lady, a liberal woman that was seemingly trying to run over an ICE agent, and he shot through the window and killed her.
Made up fake, what you can call ICE professional law enforcement. I don't call them none of that. I call them made up fake wannabe law enforcement. Because what they do is against not only legal law, but the moral law. So I'm with the DA, and we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime,
I'm that guy in the back just yawning, just...
You will not be able to hide. Nobody will whisk you off. You don't want this smoke, because we will bring it to you. And the fake...
You better be bringing the smoked brisket with a build like that.
Whatever they call them, because I can't say the name, but the criminal in the White House would not be able to keep you from going to jail. Renee Good should be here today.
I mean, Renee Good also shouldn't have tried to run somebody over. I'm just saying. So I saw the clip, and I did think it was excessive. I don't think cops should just be opening fire on people. But if he really was in fear for his life and thought he was being run over, I mean, cops and ICE agents are allowed to defend themselves. So I don't know, man. I don't know the full context of the clip. I don't know if they were trying to get her out. You guys will have to look it up. I'm not allowed to show it on YouTube. But Loki, did you have a good time today? You're such a good boy. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.